Well, good morning and welcome to the Verandah Resort here in Antigua, and I'm going to show you around. We've been here for about 2 or 3 days now and honestly really enjoying it, but I feel like it's always nice to show people what the resorts are like because I know when I'm researching places I want to see the lay of the land and I want to get an idea of whether I would like to stay there. So let's go check it all out. The resort is actually quite big, so there's usually golf carts to bring you from one side of the resort to the other. I would say all the rooms are kind of on one side near the main pool area and near the main beach. There's definitely little pockets of areas you can stay. I would definitely say you'd want to stay by the main beach because I think most of the restaurants and everything are there. Easy access and you don't have to walk too far. But again, if you want an acquirer zone, there are definitely areas like I'm about to show you right now before we get to reception that are really nice. So right now I am walking up on the quiet kind of adult pool. As you can see behind me, there are some rooms right here. It's definitely nice and serene and quiet. The pool's super cute, has a little waterfall and lots of tables and chairs around it. There's also a game zone, so let's check it out. So as you can see here, really cute little pool, waterfall, lots of chairs around. They also have these little gazebos that you can sit and chill in. And then over in this section over here, we've got some shuffleboard right here that you can play. And then back there is ping pong and pool. So definitely lots of activities. It's a cute, quiet kind of zone because it's a little bit away from the main pool and smaller. But if you're not looking for music and stuff like that's playing in the main pool or a lot of people, this is definitely a really good option in terms of having some relaxation time. And one thing I want to mention about this resort, which is definitely a high plus for me, is the fact that it is adults only. So you don't have to worry about kids, and not that I hate children. Every family deserves to go on vacation with their child, but when you go on a vacation as an adult, you don't exactly always want to be surrounded by kids. You just want the quiet and the peace. So that is definitely a major plus with this resort, and I think this is the first one my family's actually done that's been all adult. And after this vacation, we've all agreed that we would probably go adult only moving forward. I think it just gives an extra layer of relaxation to have. So we are walking up to one of the high points now where you can kind of see over the bay. Like I said, there's two coves, there's two main areas. There's the Rasta Beach and then there is the main beach. But honestly, the views throughout this resort are gorgeous. As you can see behind me, we have a giant cove and that is where the Rasta Beach is. And it is definitely super pretty. I mean, look at this view. The sun just rose about half an hour ago, so the views are really nice, and you can see you'll have lots of little villas up here and the sun's quite bright. Lots of little villas that get really pretty views of the cove. And one really cool thing they do, which they showed us on the way over, is right over here, you can't really see it too much in the distance. Right over here, they actually grow all their own vegetables. So a lot of the stuff that they cook and make, even the watermelon, is grown right on site. Morning! And all the locals and all the staff are so friendly, which is definitely amazing as well. This part is actually one of my favorites. We're walking through it now. It's just like a tree-lined, beautiful little piece. Like I said, it's just very green, very lush. So over here is actually the dock where you can rent a catamaran and go out for the day. So that is definitely another good option for you. And you can also go into town if you want. There's options through the resort to go into St. James, like downtown, or go to Shirley Heights, which is the sunset point. We went there for Sunday. It was definitely very crowded, but a good place to go and get out and see some really nice views over the island. All right, so we are at the front reception of the Verandah. This is where you'll come get dropped off. They will have the rum punch or fruit punch waiting for you when you walk in. This is where you can go do your check-in and everything, and then you can also catch your cart ride back to the main bit. So this is kind of where you'll just come, check in, check out, or if you're leaving the resort, you'll be right in here. So this is your main check-in desk area. And you have a nice little waiting area. And then you can just wait right here for a golf cart that'll take you back up to the main area. So right off of the reception area I showed you is this area where you have mini golf and tennis and some table tennis and stuff. So as you can see behind me, there are golf courts. There are tennis courts that you can go play. And then last night we actually played mini golf, and it's super fun. It's like an 18-hole little course, but they did a really good job of setting it up. And so as you can see behind me, we have a little golf course. So it's all free. You can just go and pick up some tennis rackets, pick up the mini golf course clubs, and then head over and do some fun activities. And then again, I said over here they also have like a table tennis and they have pool. So definitely really nice, but I'll show you mini golf now. Got some music playing. Got a nice little mini golf course for you to play on. Pick up your clubs right there. They have the scorecards, the tennis rackets, whatever you kind of need. So that is a really fun thing to do. We did it last night, like before dinner. I think it's open till 7:30 p.m. So that was really fun. We had a really good time, and the course, like I said, was actually quite a fun course. And then right across from the little mini golf and tennis court is Rasta Beach and the Beach Grill. Now Rasta Beach is a man-made beach here, still very pretty, but it's on this little cove. I would say the Rasta Beach is definitely quieter than the main beach. I think the water at the main beach is a bit nicer, but still a really good option for you. So as I said, you can't really go wrong. You got nice little chairs and tables, lots of white sand and palm trees. So the view is absolutely beautiful. And you can go down to the water. I actually haven't been down to the water here yet. We walked on the beach, but I didn't go all the way down. So it'll be nice to show you guys and also see myself. They clean every morning, so the beaches are all very clean. And you just have nice little views. The sun is shining. It feels amazing. Here is the beach and cove. The water is also quite clear, but as I said, it's just a little bit more man-made. That is the Calypso cat right there. I know it's a bit bright, but that is the boat that you can rent and go out on for a couple hours. And they do sunset cruise and daytime stuff. If you want a nice relaxing beach morning, I would say this is a bit more relaxing. Not the main beach isn't at all. It's like I said, it's adults only. It's pretty vacation chill vibes. There's not too much activity, to be honest, and there isn't too much going on to where you want to kind of escape it all. But right off of the beach, as we walked through earlier, was the Beach Grill. I have to personally say, out of the lunch options, I think the Beach Grill is absolutely the best. They have these ribs, which were so good. Their jerk chicken is really good, quite spicy, but very good. They had burritos and different sandwiches, burgers, salads. Definitely the best option when it comes to your lunch. So you can sit right here, look at the beach, beautiful views. That is definitely number one. There's also a pizza place, which I'll show you back by the main pool. Those are the two best lunch options if you ask me. But yeah, definitely a great little place to go have some lunch and sit by the beach. So now we just made it to the main pool. Where we just drove by was the Wicked Pub, which is a pub that opened, I want to say, from about 5 o'clock till about 1 or 2 a.m. But here in the main pool area behind me, we actually have the buffet where you can have breakfast, lunch, and or dinner. And then right across from it is also the Portofino, the Italian restaurant. I have to say the food honestly has been really good. Even the buffet, we were quite surprised with how much we really enjoyed the food. And the Italian was really good as well. So the food's been killing it out of the park. And then behind me there's all the guest services desk where you can go and make a reservation, or if you want to have lunch, stuff like that, they can all help you plan that. But right now we're in the main pool area. Here we have the main bar, so you can get your drinks, And then they have these cute little tables and chairs. There's also a gift shop right over there behind those. But here's the main pool. The pool is actually really nice and it's never too crowded as we've been here. And the chairs in the water, which I think is such a game changer for when you want to tan and stuff. But it's definitely a really nice pool. And they have some entertainment or some things that go on during the daytime. But as you can see, it's quite a big pool, so we have a good area. They have a little place where you usually will play volleyball or some sort of game. And then across, you have all the chairs in the water, so you can definitely relax and have a nice time. And we enjoy the afternoon time at the pool for sure. And then right across from the pool, or right behind the pool, we do have a big giant game of chess that you can do, which can be a fun thing if you're just looking for some activities. And then up by the main bar where I just showed you before, there's also a little coffee shop, so you can go and get some really nice coffee. My parents have been getting it and really enjoying it. And then you also have the spa right across from it. They also have, which I really like, is they have a take and trade book stand, so you can grab a book for the beach. But you have the main bar and the coffee shop is right over there, and then right behind me is the spa services. So you definitely have everything kind of located in the center part. And then now we're gonna walk towards the main beach, and on our way we're gonna pass through some of the restaurants. And I'll give you my reviews on all of them. I said the Italian was quite good, and even the buffet was really decent. And then for lunch, when I was saying earlier, one of the options that you have, or two of the options you have, are right here as well. So you have Papa Rico's, which is a pizzeria, so you can actually get pizza, and they have some nice views of the beach. And pizza they actually roll out and make here. It was quite good. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like the best pizza I've ever had in my life, but for a resort pizza, it was actually quite good. And then we have Sails and Tails, and Sails and Tails is a seafood restaurant. Personally, for me, the lunch and dinner didn't really do much for me, and wasn't very, it was probably the lowest of the ranking of the places that we have eaten. So that's kind of how I felt on those, but the pizza was definitely good. So now we're about to walk down to the main beach area. This is where we've been spending pretty much all of our time, and is honestly very nice. So on this main beach area, they have water sports. So you can rent kayaks, paddle boards, they also have these little sailboats, and there's little water sports stuff you can do. And then in addition to that, they have cornhole and like pickleball 360, which I think is like spike ball, but with pickleball paddles, which is interesting. I've seen people play it. And you also have these floating rings. Now they're not out right now, it's only 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. But they have these little floating rings that you can sit in the middle of the water, and that is absolutely amazing. We've been spending so much time in those. But here we are. We are now at the main beach. So as I said to you, we have the water sports all right here that you can rent, and you can sign up right at the activities desk and they'll give you everything for you. And then we've got the little bar. They're obviously getting some stuff ready for the day, but we have the bar back there, and then beautiful beach views. Good morning. Beautiful beach views. Like I said, this is where we've been spending most of our time. It is so nice. You have really nice soft white sand. The water is nice and clear. There's a little bit of seaweed sometimes, but right now they're actually cleaning up the seaweed, which is what that truck was, which I realized. But honestly, such a pretty cove and such a nice beach to come down to. I said this is where we've been spending most of our time, but you can come down early in the morning, get your chairs, have a little bit of music playing. They've got a hammock that you can pull around and sit in, which my sister's been loving. So you can just relax in the hammock or relax in your chairs, whatever it might be. But it has been such an amazing time here. I have to say, I'm excited because today we're actually headed off to Pineapple Beach, so I will show you guys that one as well in a different video. But we are gonna head off to their sister resort, which is Pineapple. So you can get a day pass to go there, and you go from about 10:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock. You have to come back. You can also get a night pass, so you can go over there for dinner or nighttime activities. So we're actually going there for daytime today, We're gonna spend the day there, go to their beach because their beach is supposed to be really, really nice. And then we're actually taking the catamaran trip this afternoon. And then afterwards, going back to Pineapple for dinner. So it is really nice that you have the sister resort option just to break things up a little bit and try something new. But again, this is the nice view. This has been an amazing time. We still have a couple more days here, but I've honestly been absolutely loving it. Our rooms have a great view. I will show you guys our rooms as well once Harry's awake. But we have a really nice view. We're one of the ones that are facing the beach. So we get sunrise right from our little balcony. As you can see, there's ones up here. So we are that second to last one. So we get a really pretty view because sunrise comes from right over there. As you can see now, the sun is a little higher in the sky, but it comes up. And yeah, it's the main beach area. Absolutely gorgeous. And now we're gonna go find Harry and we'll go check out the room.